Shalom. First off, and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Machar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, GMS that teach us this word. And shalom to the hopeful elect upon the four corners of this earth that shall make it up out of here in truth and in sincerity. So this is Yatazak Brown from the GMS Nebraska camp. And this lesson I want to bring out is going to be about having the spirit of charity, because this truth that we're in is a very selfless act. This is a very selfless faith that we're in. And that charity that we have to have is just an example of that. That selfless spirit that we have to have. Because what does the scripture say? Let's get 1 Peter 4:8. It says, "And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins." So that fervent charity. Here, let's get the definition of that word charity. As a matter of fact, this is Strong's G26. The pronunciation is agape. Agape. It says affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love. So it has a couple different it has a couple different definitions here. So for example, you have that brotherly love. With being brotherly, with showing brotherly love, charity is a big thing that comes with that. Being able to give up your last for a brother, being able to give brothers things. That's it says that covers a multitude of sins. There's a brother Ariella, out of Chicago came. That brother has a very he has a very, very charitable spirit, man. A very charitable spirit. And he said that charity covers a multitude of sins. He always says that. And that just keeps that in mind for me, that brother will constantly, every time you see that brother, he got something, man. And he will give it to you, so yeah, that's just an example of the spirit that we have to have, though, and an example when it comes to brotherly love. But it also says just the word love there, and if you go into love in the scriptures, what is love? Love is the keeping of the commandments. Let's get 2 John chapter 1 verse 6. It says, "And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it." So the commandments that's been given to us all the way from the beginning, all the way from all the way going back to when the commandments were first created. Those are the commandments that we're supposed to be walking in. Those are the laws, statutes that we're supposed to be walking in. And it goes from those commandments all the way to things that we're all of the laws, and what's something that the Most High has commanded us to do. He commanded us to feed his sheep, to wake up the flock. If you love the Most High, you will feed his sheep. That's what he said. He commanded us to read, watch, and pray. He commanded us to watch the times, be those watchmen, be those fishers that will turn into hunters. And so if we really love the scriptures, if we really love Israel, if we really love the Most High, we're going to walk after his commandments. And within that, that's a huge showing of charity, because you're giving without receiving. Well, you are receiving something because, you give so that you can receive that salvation. But in this time right now, we're giving for no reason. It seems like no reason. You go out on the highways and you go out in freezing weather, and then you go off the highways and you go straight home, and people can look at that and say, "Dang, what's the point if you're not getting any instant gratification?" Where our gratification is that we are serving the Most High. That's our gratification. We don't need any reward right now. We wait on our reward. That we're not looking for instant gratification. We're looking to please the Most High, and when he said we'll please him, we're gonna do that. We're looking to show the Most High our love, and so whatever we can do to do that, then we're gonna do it. So yeah, we'll give up. We're show that charitable deed by being those prophets, by going out on the highways, because it is a charitable deed. You know, it's a selfless deed. You're going out there and putting your body as a living sacrifice to save others, man. That's what Yahweh Shai did. That was a charitable deed. Him being that ultimate sacrifice, going up on that cross, that was the ultimate charitable deed, man. He wasn't looking for anything from that. All he wanted was to give the nation of Israel that grace, man. All he wanted was to give the nation of Israel that second chance, and that's what he did. And he wasn't looking for nothing in return. So that's what we have to do in this truth, man. Here, so I'll go back to 1 Peter chapter 4 and go to verse 9. It says, use hospitality one to another without grudging. It says without grudging. Let's get 1 Peter 5 verse 2. It says, feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. And it says not by constraint. That means, man, I don't want to do this, but here we go. No, you gotta want to do it, man. You have to have a desire to go out and feed the flock. You have to have a desire to go out and spread the Most High's word. You have to have a desire to want to be charitable for this ministry, for this truth, man. That's the spirit that you have to have in this truth for it to keep running. For us to go in this truth and constantly study and constantly toil and constantly deal with all the battles that we deal with, that's to save others, man. Here, let me get this scripture. This is 1 Timothy 4:16. It says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them. What's it saying? Continue in pushing this word, continue in pushing this doctrine. It says, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So yeah, you're going to save yourself. But what do we get in this kingdom right now from pushing this word? It says that we're going to be hated by the world for pushing the Most High's word. So we're really taking more of a loss. We're putting aside our fleshly lusts and desires of this world that we could pursue if we wanted to. We're risking. We're putting our bodies on the line, our lives on the line. We're risking. Not risking. We're being hated by the world for the Most High's sake, for the sake to save other people. So saying that you'll save yourself, but you're gonna save them that hear thee as well. That's that charity, man. And you have to have that spirit to want to save others, to want to give, to want to give yourself in exchange to save others, man. That's that charitable spirit you gotta have. So hey, with that being said, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Mukhar, Kadashim. With that being said, hey, shalom.